It's obvious. The unthinkable continues. Most Americans know something very wrong is happening. People in charge keep telling you that everything's fine and to stop noticing. But you know better. That's why self-reliant folks are investing in emergency food storage. And you should too. My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, are the ones you can trust. Go to mypatriotsupply.com and secure their best-selling 3-month emergency food kits. Each contains tasty breakfasts, lunches, and dinners averaging over 2,000 calories per day. Save $200 on each 3-month food kit you purchase. My Patriot Supply also sells solar generators, gravity-powered water filters, off-grid room heaters for when the power goes out, heirloom seeds, and survival gear. Order by 3 p.m. and your items ship that same day and arrive quickly on your doorstep in unmarked boxes. Go to mypatriotsupply.com today. Time is running out to prepare for what's coming. mypatriotsupply.com.
We would like to warn our listeners that this episode was recorded in caps lock. This may affect the sound quality.
Angie.
Yes, my little Patty.
I've got a question for you.
Oh, okay, Brill.
What's the worst roast dinner crime?
Oh, okay. The worst roast dinner crime. I think it would have to be, for me, people who think you can just do mashed potato.
Right. I would go if the gravy was off.
Yeah, the gravy does make a big deal.
If people don't do enough gravy or it's too watery.
Oh, watery gravy is rank.
That can get in the bin, right?
Oh my gosh, you literally pour it out the jug and it's just brown water.
Yeah.
No,
and I think, you're right. If it's called a roast dinner, you want roasted meat and roast potatoes.
Exactly.
I hear what you're saying, but if you have mash and it's a really good mash and you've got loads of gravy, I feel like you can salvage it.
No.
Oh, a hard no there.
No. Anyone who is telling me they're doing a roast dinner and then you've just got mashed potato.
Right.
Or even worse, mashed swede.
I like a mashed swede.
I like it, but I'm not having it as a replacement for a roast potato.
Oh, no. I mean, anyone who's doing that needs to put themselves in the bin.
That is my point, right? And I think there are some people who think, well, I'm doing a bit of mashed potato, I'll do a bit of mashed swede. We don't need roasts. Hello, Susan.
But what about if you go to somebody's house and it's like, you look at the jug of gravy and it looks like decent quality, but you're like, there is not enough to go round for this many people.
Margs and Mal.
And you just know that you've got a dry-assed roast dinner.
And you've got to go easy.
Oh, because they never compare enough. Yeah,
exactly, because you're like, okay, well,
before.
I would have the whole plate swimming in it, but I can't because actually you've only done, I don't know,
a quarter of a jug for 12 people.
Exactly.
But I do feel like gravy, like Marty and I went for a roast yesterday. It was absolutely wonderful. It was so good. It was delicious. And I loved it because we put our order in and she said, would you like extra gravy free of charge?
Oh, hello.
And we were like, yeah. So we got a gravy on it and then an extra jug of gravy.
Yeah.
And I just feel like if you know you don't have to go easy, you can tip it in your Yorkshires, you can put it all over your meat. Honestly, this roast we had yesterday, it's one of the best roasts I've had out and about.
Do you know what as well? Because we also went for a roast yesterday.
We had very similar days, didn't we? To put the tree up and went for a roast.
Yeah. Look at us being all wholesome.
It's just, you did it the other way round. You went for a roast and put the tree up.
Yes.
We put the tree up and went for a roast.
Exactly. I should just say as well, I've got a little glass of the old Vin Rouge on the go.
On a Monday night at 6 p.m.
Do you know what? I am absolutely in fuck it's Christmas era.
Oh, yeah, me too. Chocolates, cheese, crackers, wine, brandy, port. I'm doing a dentist's chair later with Matthew. Monday night, I'm just going to sit back and he's just going to tip copious amounts of booze in my mouth. Fuck it, it's Christmas. I've got a Christmas tip for you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Christmas tip Find the sellotape now and sellotape it to the fridge because it's already planning to go missing by the time you desperately need it. Right, wrapping presents. I love it, yeah. I really do. But I don't know. I lose count of how many times I go, where's the scissors? Where's the scissors? Fucking hell, where's the scissors? Is it under there? No. Is it? Oh my God. And then you like shake it. Oh, there they are. There they are.
Do you do the ironing board trick? So the ironing board trick is basically, if you've got an ironing board, because when you're wrapping presents, and quite often, unless you sit at the table, which you don't want to be doing that, do you? Because
you want
wants
Christmas
to sit at the
films
table?
on, and you
exactly.
Want, exactly.
So you end up going to the lounge, you end up on the floor, and then your back hurts, your knees hurt, all that shit. So the ironing board trick is you get your ironing board and you get it to the level where you can still sit on your sofa.
Yeah.
And your ironing board basically becomes like a little desk.
Little mini table.
And obviously because of the length, it manages the lengths of your Christmas wrapping rolls, which can now be about 5 million meters long.
Yeah.
And that's basically your little workstation, your little wrapping station.
Yeah.
And if, like me, you have like a little box of all your bits and bobs and shits and giggles.
Yeah, that little box.
You have your box with all your tags, this is what you used to do, Pat. You need a little box with your tags, your sellotape.
No,
scissors,
no.
Oh, you lose it in the actual process. Right, okay, sorry.
Because you're trying to like cut it, put those down, hold it, get the sellotape, yada, yada. Before you know it, there's rolls of wrapping paper everywhere. And you're like, where the hell? But I've invested in a very good little gadget this year.
Yes.
That I've seen coming up on Instagram all the time. You put it on your wrapping paper and you use it to slice up the roll.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna have that problem now. But find the sellotape because it will go missing.
Do you find that as well? I do love it when you're cutting wrapping paper, and actually a lot of wrapping papers now have the lines on it, which I really like.
Love.
But don't you love it when you just hit the scissors in the right spot that you can do a glide?
It's like an orgasm.
It's absolutely that. You get it and you start snipping.
The old wrapping paper glide. Ooh.
Yes. Love that. Bloody love the glides.
I love wrapping presents.
Yeah, I do too, actually.
I really love it.
Yeah. I also found one. Again, very British problems.
Yeah.
Bloody love that.
Bloody love it.
So this says it's the 1st of December. But I'm going to say it's the 4th of December.
Yeah.
And actually when this goes out, it'll be the 6th of December.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the 6th of December. Mull everything. Mull the wine, mull the cider, mull your tea, mull the tap water, mull the cat, mull the toothpaste, mull the carpet, mull the chairs, mull the kintyre, mull it all. Get your hair cut in a mullet. Get everything mulled right now, mull.
We had a day of drinking on Friday, didn't we?
Oh, we had a bloody
great day.
Oh, it was
we went up to that there London. We went to Harrods for afternoon tea for Angie's birthday. Who shows up as a surprise for Angie? The big dick James. He comes in. Ange wasn't expecting him to be there. I mean, I'm slightly disappointed that you didn't cry, actually. I thought you might cry when he turned up, but you were just like, oh, hiya, yeah, I thought about inviting you. I was like, oh. I thought there would have been tears. I thought you'd have been like, oh, I can't believe all three of us together. No, there wasn't any of that. No, you couldn't give a shit.
Do you know what? The older I'm getting, the more I'm finding it takes more to make me cry.
Oh my God. Then by the time you're like 60 or 70, you're going to be hard as fucking nails.
Nothing.
You are literally going to have a heart of stone. I badly burnt myself on my curlers on Saturday night, right? I mean, like, it tore the skin. It's got a massive, thick line across my wrist. I showed it to Ange and Ellen on Saturday night because we were together. Even Ellen went, that looks sore. Ange, it was just a burn, Patty. I was like, yeah, it's also ripped my skin off and it's weeping. And you were like, oh yeah, it's just a burn. I was like, it's really throbbing. Yeah.
I just said, just chuck a bit of Savlon and a plaster on it, it'll be fine.
Honestly, if you're now saying the older I get, the more hard-hearted I'm getting, heaven help. Joel and Ellen better get married quick. If that's what they're going to do, if they want to choose to get married, they better get down the aisle quick, because it will come to their wedding day and you'll be like, God, thank God they're gone.
Do you know what? It's so weird, because I don't know what it is. I don't know if it is that I'm just becoming more, I don't know, hard-hearted.
You've never been a
and
big crier,
cynical
though.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because of a lack of hormones now.
Well, what was it previously? 'Cause
think-
you've always been a cold-hearted bitch.
Anyway, great. We've had a great week, Pat.
Friday was absolutely solid.
It was just brilliant.
It was
wasn't
completely solid.
Do you know what I think it is? I think when we have those times when it's just the three of us, because they don't happen actually that often, because of, life and his life. And I just, honestly, I absolutely loved it. And
I think as well, the really, like, for us three as a sibling group, for the last 8 years, I haven't been able to say to James, Ange and I are going to afternoon tea, do you want to come? Like, it's there's something so beautiful. Like, he obviously came to Mum's. I mean, I say obviously, the listeners don't know. That annoys me when people say obviously and it's not obvious. that does annoy me. But yeah, on Saturday night, our mum and dad, so dad played the sax and mum sung in a choir, and James came with Julia and all the kids and stuff. And it's things like that as a family we have sort of missed out on, really. Like, not necessarily even like seeing each other all the time, or, as you get older as siblings and you have your own life and your own families, that does change. But we haven't been able to say to him, do you want to come to this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Because it's just not been possible. It's just totally been, they wouldn't even be back yet for Christmas at this point, so for me, it's just that opportunity to see if they want to be part of stuff, and if they can't and they're too busy, or like all of us, there are things that we invite each other to and we can't do it and we're too busy. But it was so nice to be able to say to him a couple of weeks ago, Ange and I are going to Harrods for afternoon tea, do you want to come? He rocked up. You didn't cry. What a bitch. Ange.
Yes.
Tell us, what's been getting on your shitting tits?
Right. The thing that gets on my shitting tits, and has done for a while, is sometimes I feel overuse of caps lock.
Right.
Now, I don't know if sometimes people forget they've got the caps lock on.
Yeah.
And they send you a message. Now, there's a lot of ways you can be using your caps lock. Right. Now, I like just saying caps lock.
Right. Are you just going to keep saying it? This episode should just be called Caps Lock.
Caps lock. But sometimes I have received. Now, I talked about this with my famille, because I was like, right, this is the thing that's getting on my tits. And Nels was like, what, you get messages just in caps lock, or you get, like, I don't know, emails in caps lock, or you see social media posting in caps lock?
Social media posting in caps lock. Yes. With loads of exclamation marks.
Yes. And that's my problem. It's a bit like, we've talked about, perhaps, the overuse of the emoji.
The emoji overuse
The emoji overuse is crazy. In fact, I got a message the other day on one of my group chats, and literally, if I had been with that person, I may have punched him in the face.
Wow.
Because it was literally a line of emojis.
What, like party emoji, like
party hat, drinking, dancing girl, woo, smiley face, happy face, crying with laughter face. Right, we don't need that amount of emojis, right? And I feel like this is a lot of people are getting this problem with caps lock. And they feel like if they put something in caps lock, it's going to make everyone take notice.
That could be one hypothesis, Andrea. Yes,
that could be nice language. Nice. That could be one hypothesis. The other hypothesis is that I read it and go, why are you shouting at me, Darren?
Yes, Darren, why are you shouting?
Because that's how I read it. I read it as, would you like to come to a party?
exclamation mark, exclamation
No.
mark, exclamation mark, question mark, question mark, question mark,
Question mark.
question mark, question mark, question mark, emoji. Do you know what though?
Exactly.
The Christmas emojis go mental, don't they? Like Christmas drinks.
Literally
If you're going out for Christmas drinks with people from work, it's like caps locks. Drinks tonight! Loads of exclamation mark, Christmas tree emoji, Santa emoji, party emoji, cab emoji because you're going to get a cab home, champagne emoji, present emoji. It's like a star emoji because you might put a star on the top of your Christmas tree.
Yeah. Jesus.
I
Followed
thought
the
you were
star.
blaspheming then. I thought you were like, oh Jesus. But that Christmas, people go mental
Crazy for it,
for
don't they?
emojis. It's like,
emoji use.
I can't wait to have Christmas drinks with you. Fuck off, Claire. Seriously.
Do you know what? That's the thing. It makes me just want to go, no, I don't want to have Christmas drinks with you, Claire.
How do you feel about if somebody writes a message and they're like, it's not in caps lock. So last week I saw my ex and he was an absolute bastard to me. And I said to him, no way am I getting back with you. How do you feel about that?
That is how I read it.
Yeah, but
in my head, that's what's going on. Like, I saw my ex last week. Absolute, and I said to him,
yeah, but don't you think that
in my head?
Yeah,
That's
but
how I
don't
read
you
it.
think that that's right? Because it's like an emphasis on those words, and it's like punching you in the face.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying here, Pat's right, is caps lock has its place.
Right. Got you.
Right, and I think when you use your caps lock correctly, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's when people don't use the caps lock correctly and they just, everything is caps lock. Everything is shouting at you. Everything is a massive disaster / excitement. And I just can't be doing with the caps lock. For me, the caps lock only comes out when I really feel it's necessary.
But I don't think I'd actually be that riled up in a text that I would put it in caps locks.
Yeah, but what about if you're excited about something?
So I do. If I'm doing a yes, Queen, I'll often do that in caps.
I keep doing that.
I love a yes,
yes, Queen.
So I would put that in caps locks.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, because that's fun,
like
isn't
that.
it? And you can get the vibe. I mean, really, what you should do with that is you should start in lowercase and then go into. You should be
exactly. You should be switching it up. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should be switching it.
But I do use it for that. But I'd never be so riled up in a text conversation. No. I'd be like, right, Jeffrey, this is coming back to you. I am telling you to fuck off, but in caps, because that's what I mean.
Lock.
Caps lock. I'd just be telling Jeffrey to fuck off.
Do you know what thing is getting a bit on my tits as well? Just while we're on the yes, Queen, right? Is slay. Slay. I saw something the other day that was like slay, like Christmas sleigh. SLEIGH. Yeah. Let's go and slay. SLEIGH.
Thank you for spelling it. Rather than SLAY. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. In caps lock.
In caps lock. So I would do, and I maybe would do like a come on or something like that. Like if, we're messaging about football and Reading are playing and they've scored and Joel messages and Reading have scored.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, obviously caps lock for, abbreviations or
ASAP. I'd put ASAP in caps lock.
ASAP
I'd put FYI in caps lock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what?
There are definitely clear guidances.
Some people that I knew some people that I know do FYI, but the I is small case.
What's the FY is caps lock and the I
lower.
is...
That's weird, isn't it? For your information. That's essentially what they're doing there, isn't it? Yeah, it's weird.
Why are people doing that?
I don't know. Anyway, let's take this to the listeners. Do you think caps lock has become overused, oversubscribed to. Remember, there's loads of ways you can get in touch with us. You can find us both on Instagram. I'm at Ruth Corden. Ange's at Ange Corden.
You can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Or you can send us an email, all in caps locks, at findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. We love hearing from you.
Ready to be rendered speechless? It's hard to put into words the feeling you get when you experience a winter Rocky Mountain getaway. From the thrill of the ski slopes to the tranquility of fireside flickers, in the village of Estes Park, Colorado, it's a feeling they know well. Only a 90-minute drive from Denver, and you're surrounded by snow-scattered peaks, blue skies, and a cozy downtown with restaurants, shops, breweries, galleries, and family attractions. Start planning your Rocky Mountain escape now at visitestespark.com. Oohs and ahs included.
'Tis the season for chicken fingers at Raising Cane's. Warm up with cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, and the real source of holiday magic, cane sauce. Happy holidays from Raising Cane's Chicken Finger. One love.
We had a great dickish behaviour in from Queen Levine.
Love it.
She said, parents who let their kids run riot in shops with those child-sized shopping trolleys, dicks. Right, this is an American thing, isn't it? This stuff came over from America. Those stupid shopping trolleys that are for kids with flags on them, so that they can wander around like their mum, or dad, or granny, or grandma, whoever it is you live with. Like going, oh, can I put this in my trolley? And then they just go mental.
They do. And then you have the problem because they think, oh, well, it's in my trolley, therefore we're buying it. And you get to the cashier.
You were going to do checkout and cashier, weren't you?
That is exactly what I was going to do.
You get to the cash out.
You get to the cash out, and then you have to say, no, sorry, Billy, you can't have all those things. But
exactly. Well, you pay for them then, Billy. You stand behind me. You stay in the queue.
Yeah, have you got your money then, Billy?
Have you got your 150 quid that you're going to need for those 3 items? Cost of living crisis, mate. You haven't got a fucking clue, pal.
Have you got your shipping pin?
You want 3 packs of Kinder Buenos? That's 45 quid in there, darling. Yeah? Pay for that, Billy, are you? Billy's losing his shit.
Exactly. Billy's actually having a full tantrum.
Billy's got caps lock on constantly at that point. He's literally switched a thing in his brain that's like, fuck you! Caps lock's going on! Everyone's going to be embarrassed of you!
I think that could become a thing. Caps lock's going on.
It's like when you started saying pajama mode activated. You're in the middle of an argument.
Caps lock mode.
You're in the middle of an argument with somebody. Hang on. Caps mode activated. Right. Listen. Yeah, Billy's got his caps lock on when he's got to give that shit back, hasn't he? But also, it's not just when they get to the cash out. It's while they're running around, skidding everywhere on it.
I know. Backing into people's heels.
That is the one. And you're like, fuck off,
that is
Billy.
annoying. Do you know, that is something actually could go in tits as well. When people, and I know a lot of the time people don't mean to do it, but sometimes when they do it, I actually am literally having to hold myself back from smacking you when they come up against you. Back.
Do you know what I do a lot though? And I think you're going to go, you do actually. I accidentally, because I've not got very good spatial awareness, I do a lot of like stepping on the back of someone's heel. I do that a lot. Like pulling their shoe down. Oh, sorry.
I'm actually getting worse like that.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. When I'm out with out with anyone now, to be honest, apart from you, because you're worse.
Well, I'm normally walking like behind you, not in front of you, so that's why you don't get me.
Yeah, that's true.
Just going back to the dickish, I feel like parents give those trolleys to kids as like the entertainment. It's like, well, you're done now. You've got one of those lovely trolleys. You don't need to get under my feet. You can just literally run riot around the store.
Yeah.
Put in it whatever you want, and we'll deal with that at the cash out.
And I'll deal with your caps lock.
But for now, do what you want. Ram into people.
Yeah. Run riot.
Skid in and out of things. It is mental, and I actually think those things should get in the bin.
They should be
Oh.
banned. They should be banned.
100%.
Urban Dictionoire. Urban Dictionoire. Urban Dictionoire. Urban Dictionoire. Right now, I think perhaps you've got an urban.
I have. Do you want to hear my urban?
I'm looking forward to this. So give
Okay.
me the urban.
Vaguing.
Vaguing. Like when you're being vague with someone.
Oh, you're very close, actually. I'm going to give you that.
Okay, yeah, go on then. Give me the blurb.
Posting or talking about drama without naming the specific details. Now, as soon as I saw this is mum. In fact, this is mums in general, I think. So mum will come in to clean the house on a Friday and she's like, oh, you never guess what? I saw my hairdresser, we'll call her Sarah. I saw Sarah this week to have my hair cut. And I'm like, right. You never guess what's happened. She told me, you know that guy? No, mum. Okay, so he was in a band with Dad. 20 years. You're like, no. He's like, well, anyway, him and his wife, they've not split up or anything, but they've had her brother move in. Do you remember her brother? No. And then you get to the end of the story and it's been so vague. You're like, Mum, what is the actual tea?
I don't have a clue what you're on about, Marks.
What is the tea? When you're getting a bit like
I am.
that,
That's exactly
you
what I was
love
thinking.
you love a backstory, but when it comes to actual drama and tea, you are shit.
I am.
You're like, oh, I don't know. I think they said last week that they were. I don't know. He's gone on holiday, I think, without her, and she's got annoyed about it. But I think she's taken the kid. I'm not sure.
I am.
Oh my God.
I am definitely in a vaguing era.
You have got vaguing mode activated.
I have.
It is so annoying.
I actually think I live in quite a vague place a lot of the time.
No shit. No shit. You are in your own world. No wonder your kids are like, watch that, Mum. Mum, there's a step there. Because you are just cracking yourself up in your own world.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I don't know whether it is because I'm maybe losing my mind or something. I don't know.
Well, as Robbie said, you didn't lose your mind. It was yours to give away.
Exactly,
so,
Rob. Exactly.
Right there with the depths from Robbie.
Yeah, I've given it away.
But I, on the other hand, when I bring tea...
You are not vague at all.
Oh my God, I have every last bit of info. I give you all the tea, yeah.
You don't forget a bloody thing, you don't.
I actually do have a really good memory.
You do.
If I forget something, it's like, oh,
this is
what's
bad.
gone wrong?
This is bad.
Yeah.
Patty's forgotten something.
Patty's forgotten.
Yeah.
But when Mum tries, Mum will say, oh, I've got something to tell you when I see you on Friday. And I'm like, yes. She comes in the door and I'm just like, you lost me, Margs, at Brian's sister's dog. I've got no idea what you're banging on about. And also her inability to remember names.
That's me.
It's not difficult, Margs.
It is.
His name's John.
Right. Do you know what? I think it's a bit of an age thing. And I think by the time you get to your like nearing 50s, I think
Mum's 70, bless her. We're really cracking down on her.
We'll give Margie just do what the fuck she likes because she is.
But if she's gonna come with something juicy, don't write it down, Mum. The moment
that's what I was gonna say. She needs to start writing it down.
Go into your phone or your iPad. It's always on you. You're always on Candy Crush. Go into your iPad and write that shit down. Yeah. Because then when you come on a Friday, you can be like,
hang on, let me just go to my notes.
There you go, read that. And I'll be like, oh,
this is
that
tea, Margs.
Is juicy. Yeah.
Yeah, you've brought it today, Margie.
Not with this vague crock
shit.
Of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought vaguing was good. And people do that in, we've talked about this before, but Are You Okay, Hun? People are purposely vague on Facebook posts.
To get some kind of like, hang on, what's going on with Sarah?
It's like, oh, guys, I've woken up absolutely heartbroken, devastated. Yeah. Don't want to talk about it. So everyone's, you okay, hun?
Yeah.
You okay, hun?
I'll DM you, hun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like when people check into the hospital. That's weird, isn't
Totally.
It? It's like, I'm really
Why are you
poorly.
thinking about just checking in at the hospital?
Check into A&E.
I mean, checking in pisses me off.
Yeah,
checking in.
Yeah,
Fuck
no one really does that
Aaron.
anymore, do they?
Yeah, I don't care what you're checking in, mate. Check out. And that's in caps lock.
Oh, and that is a brilliant way
And
to
on
end
that
the
note,
episode.
yes, there we go.
Thank you so much for listening, as always, guys. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Remember, there's loads of ways you can get in touch with Ange and I. You can find us both on Instagram. I'm at Ruth Corden. Ange is at Ange Corden.
You can find the podcast on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Just search Finding the Funny Podcast.
Or you can send us an email, findingthefunnypodcast@gmail.com. We hope you have a wonderful week, and Ange and I will be back next week helping you to find more of the funny.
The holidays start here at Baker's with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. Whether you're making a traditional roasted turkey or spicy turkey tacos, your go-to shrimp cocktail, or your first Cajun risotto, Baker's has all the freshest ingredients to embrace your traditions. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
Save big on your favorites with the Buy 5 or More, Save $1 each sale. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with your card. Baker's, fresh for everyone.
With Kroger brand products from Baker's, you can make all your favorite things this holiday season. Because Kroger brand's proven quality products come at exceptionally low prices. And with a money-back quality guarantee, every dish is sure to be a favorite.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Whether you shop delivery, pickup, or in-store, Kroger brand has all your favorite things. Baker's, fresh for everyone.